Hey everyone, this is Mr. Thacker. We've been working on pictorial sketching, and by popular demand, I'm here with you to sketch isometric, create an isometric sketch I-8. Okay, I-8 is a lot like I-7. However, you're dealing with an inclined surface, and that inclined surface seems a little tricky. So let's go in and look at the dimensions for this particular problem, and then we can kind of move forward with creating it. So really the dimensions are all the same. We've got 10 here for the width, we've got 6 for the height, and then 4 for the depth. And we can certainly write those down. That way we don't have to remember them, but anyway, they're the same. So the next step that I'll do is go ahead and begin laying out I-8, the axis for I-8, so that I can step off the dimensions and follow the first step, which is to box the object. So we've got 10, okay, which will take us to here, and we've got 6, which will take us to here, and then 4, which will take us to here. So everything the same that we've done in the previous isometrics. We've got our bottom edge and our right edge of our front view, so I'll create the left edge, which is parallel to the right, and the top edge, which is parallel to the bottom, and also the x-axis. And then from this point also we want to take it back in the z, parallel to the z axis. And at this point, so there's our front, by the way, and so we're creating our right side, and we can create the back edge, because this is not only the right edge of the front view, but it's the front edge of the right side, okay, or right view. So let's create the top view. So this is the top edge of the front, but it's also the front edge of the top. All right, this is the right edge of, this is the top edge of the right, but it's also the right edge of the top, okay? So let me create the left edge of the top and create the back edge of the top, and there's our box. So now we box. The key is boxing in 3D. To box it just in 2D would be just to have this right here, this shape right here, which is not a rhombus, it's called a rhomboid. All right, you'll hear that term later again. But anyway, we also need the third dimension to box this object, and so that's why that's where we add the depth. Okay, so with that being said, the next step after boxing it is to establish the shape, and so the shape is triangular, just like it was in problem 7. So many similarities between problem 7 and problem 8. So right here is that midpoint, 5 blocks over from either direction, and we draw that line. Trust yourself and aim at the end point, okay? Keep it light to get it right, all right? To do it this way, again, I've got to trust myself. I'll go kind of light at first, all right? A little bit off there, all right? And so that gives us the shape in 2D. We need to make it 3D, so bring your edges back. I've already brought this one back with my box. So next I need to bring this corner back, and this one I don't have to worry about due to the fact that we wouldn't see it as a solid object. So that gives me a new point here, which is just the top back corner of my triangle, and I need to also connect it to this point here, because these edges should be parallel. Okay, and so there it is, and now you can see that I have established the shape. All right, the next step is to add details. So the detail is this detail right here, this triangular detail, and it's an inclined surface, and where we can see that is over here on the right side view. It's angled back. So I'm going to label this 1, 2, and 3, which it would be 1, 2, and 3 here, which we would see kind of like 2 and 3 here. 1 and 2 would kind of look to appear almost in the same spot on the right side view. It's important to know where you are. the line is either 3 up from the bottom or 3 down from the top. Doesn't matter which way you count, as long as you count. Last time I counted from the top. So there's a line running right through here. Okay, an edge running right through there. And it creates 2 points. It creates a point here, and it creates a point here, kind of in the middle of these grid blocks, okay? Now, this point, I'm going to label them. This point is 2, this point is 1. This point is 2, and we don't have 3. So we need to create point 3. Point 3 is 2 blocks back. So we create point 3 right there. That is point 3. And all we've got to do is connect. We already have point 1 and point 2, so we connect point. And it's really close here. I'm going to pull this up to you. That line is really close to matching up with my shape. Be careful, there is a difference. Okay? And then I'll connect 3 with 2. Like so. And there's my detail. So now it's all a matter of darkening. I'll go ahead and darken the detail first so you guys can kind of see it pop off the object a bit. And it's just strange, and the strange or challenging part to this object is that surface itself, because it's at an angle, which makes this a little bit difficult to draw because of that appearance. All right, and so I'll go ahead and create the rest of the object. Let me rotate the paper. It makes it easier. Rotating the paper is so beneficial to you guys as you do your sketching. Make sure that you stay on your grid for accuracy and quality. And right there is I-8. Pretty simple object, okay? Hope it goes well for you guys. Take care.